Hi, how are you guys doing? My name's Jeff Walker. You guys okay? So, you guys really want to get fluoride out of the water?
Yeah!
Is that good? All right, great. So, fluoride to me basically is a symbol. It's a symbol of a violation of our common values. And our common values are one of freedom in this United States. We've all come together, come to the United States because of enhanced freedom. And this is basically one way it's being violated. I'm not going to speak a long time. I want to introduce Henry Rodriguez. He's with the League of United Latin American Citizens, the oldest and largest Hispanic civil rights organization. He is the executive director of his chapter known as the Concilio Zapatistas 4383. Henry has been a community activist for over 40 years. He has been on the forefront of the fight against water fluoridation and is here to tell us that his organization fully supports Clean Water California. Here's Henry.
Y'all look great. You energize me. Let me tell you what, I gotta hand it to you. San Francisco, you know how to do it. Give yourself a great round of applause. That's what we need to do, energize one another. I am here to tell you that the League of United Latin American Citizens, the oldest and largest Hispanic civil rights organization in the country, is in unconditional solidarity with Clean Water San Francisco. It'll be Clean Water San Francisco, Clean Water US of A, Clean Water Planet Earth. I'm telling you that each and every one of you that are left here, I know you care. You're creative, and you're passionate, and you care, and each one of you can wage your own campaign. You start with your family, immediate friends, and then it keeps rolling on. Before you know it, it steamrolls. A groundswell of support in favor of this ridiculous, insane fluoridation of our water and violation of our civil rights. And while I'm saying that, in 2011, in Cincinnati, Ohio, in July, we had our national convention. We have our conventions in different places, including the island of Puerto Rico. And there and then, I introduced a resolution that said that fluoridation is a civil rights violation, fluoridation of our water. Well, that was the easiest thing, but while the attorney for LULAC was bringing out, talking about all these resolutions, he had me come, the only one. He said, this is okay. Well, why don't you come and explain it over here in front of everybody, and all 1,500 plus delegates. I said, I have no problem with that. So I did. It passed unanimously. All we needed was a majority, which means half of the delegates plus one, and it would have passed. But it passed unanimously with no one really said anything against. But let me tell you what, after that, then corporate America, which had those corporations team up with our national office, and they put in money. I started getting flack. And the danger that the next year it would be rescinded was there. But guess what? And I see you. Some of you are very young. You're probably university students or what have you. And that's where it's at. Education. They talk about research. If you don't educate yourself, how are you going to find out what's bad and what is not bad? So those are some of the ones that defended me. Those were the LULAC the youth, the young adults. They're the ones that came to my aid. So the next day we survived again in Orlando, Florida, and that's where I thought I was going to get ambushed. The next year, I thought it was going to be the same thing. It started getting better. But let me tell you what. If you think, well, if all the big Hispanic group is supporting this effort, where are the Mexicans? Well, I tell you what. You have energized me. Have you ever heard Mexican time? Invite us to the party or to the meeting. It's Mexican time. Well, they're late. Well, let me tell you what. But when the Mexicans get here, when the Hispanics get here, they won't leave. Just ask the immigrants. We stand in solidarity with you. We want you to know that your struggle is our struggle, that your cause is our cause, because we're one and the same. And we care about our children, we care about our future, we care about humanity. I'm trying not to be redundant, because I cannot be, because I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but I know when my civil rights are being violated, and I will not stand for it. I was here, the last time that I was here from San Antonio, Texas, was in 1987. And we came for a organizers meeting. They needed Hispanic organizers. And some of us think they are, or want to be organizers. We came and we had a big old conference. And I met the late and great Fred Ross. Fred Ross was the man that indoctrinated the great labor leader, humanist Cesar Chavez. And as we were there, I don't know where we're at, okay, somewhere, some big old hall. And I saw Fred Ross, and I said, when he gets to speak, he's gonna blow us away. He's gonna be thunderous. He's gonna be, oh my God, he's gonna blow us all away. And then they introduce him. And guess what? It was the opposite. The old man gets there and says, I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm here to share with you what has worked for me and to learn from you what has worked for you, and we put it all together and we'll be more effective. Cesar Chavez, in one of his prayers, said, he was praying because, things were not going all that well. But he said to the Lord, Lord, bring forth song and celebration so that the Spirit will be alive among us. Let the Spirit flourish and grow so that we won't tire in the struggle. And that's exactly what we want to do. Let the Spirit flourish and grow so that the struggle will not be as hard. Now, all of you, again, get your own little campaign going. Go out and tell the world, but educate yourself. But the situation here is that you need to organize, and organize some more. The late Cesar Chavez, he faced insurmountable opposition in what he was doing. But he kept on, because the Spirit, he always had it up there. The Spirit was in him. And that's what you want to do. I am so happy to be here. I wish this is one of the times, and I always say that I wish I was a great eloquent speaker that had all these great words of wisdom to give you. But when I say that, you know where I'm coming from. Give yourselves a great round of applause once again. You have heard Si Se Puede, right? You have heard Si Se Puede from the farm workers, right? So I want to hear it. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede, si se puede. Que viva la causa, viva la raza, toda la raza. Thank you so much. I love you.